Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate guide for Scum in 2024. And yes, today's going to be a busy day. Going to show you guys a bunch of things. As you guys can see, we just looted the prison. The prison has got a lot of benefits. You can get like building equipment, nails, bolts, toolboxes. There's a vehicle repair shop in there, which is also very, very valuable. But we're going to sell all the guns that we have. And as you guys can see, even with just riding the bicycle, okay, I am leveling up my strength and my constitution roughly at the same speed by riding a bicycle. You can see there, 3.24, 3.25, okay? So very, very equal gain there. Of course, we're gaining dexterity slowly but surely because we're trying to keep our energy below 50%. But we are going to do some gymming today. So let me just sell the things that I have and then go a bit through a gymming shop list. Okay, number one, when you start exercising, you are going to burn a lot of calories. If you focus on strength training, you're going to burn a ton of calories, okay? Beer and alcohol counters the calorie burn in your system. So I'm going to buy at least 5 beers, okay, at least for my first training session. And because I'm going to be burning through carbs like crazy, I'm definitely going to get myself some cornflakes, okay? And then I'm going to get myself some African biltong, just in case I don't find animals. That is quite expensive. And then I'm going to buy myself some milk, okay? Just to keep the vitamin D up. The cornflakes and the vitamin D will help for that. And then we're going to buy ourselves some kiwis again, okay? Kiwis is very, very nice to the diet. I don't want to spend too much money here, but I'm going to buy about 8 kiwis. And now I've got 3 respawns left, okay? And just remember, it doesn't matter what you choose to eat. Cooking food is, of course, fantastic. But just know that you're going to burn through a lot of calories, and alcohol will definitely help. You can use the stronger alcohol as well, but I don't really like using them. But, I mean, you can. You can use whiskey or tequila or something like that. And guys, I just want to tell you the fantastic thing about a bicycle, especially the mountain bike, not the city bike, okay? City bike, the only advantage about a city bike is that 2 people can sit on it. It's extremely slow. You're probably going to get killed, and it doesn't really help. With the mountain bike and probably the other bicycle, you can just remove the wheels, okay? You don't have to have a car jack or anything. This wheel is 100%. So you don't even have to worry about the wheel's durability, okay? Doesn't take any gas, doesn't take any high maintenance. And to repair a bicycle, you simply just need a toolbox, okay? No. Okay. I don't know what I did right there, but in any case, repair mountain bike, okay? You just use a toolbox to repair the mountain bike. Okay, very, 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 very low maintenance. And we're going to have to paint our bike again when we get home because now it's red again. But yes, guys, fantastic, fantastic vehicle to use. Low maintenance, silent, very easy to hide, builds up your attributes. Of course, everyone wants a faster vehicle, but if you're struggling to keep vehicles, this is a magical vehicle to have. People don't really steal it. You can rebuy it easily. There's a lot of advantages to it. So consider it, okay? Consider it. And if you want now to manage a bicycle, uphills, like insane uphills, are a little bit difficult, but the method that I use so that I never have to stand still for too long is I pedal the bicycle. I always scroll the mouse wheel forward. You always want to drive the bicycle in top speed, okay? Always scroll forward. All I do is I pedal the bicycle until I've got 90%, close to 90% stamina left, and I leave the W key so that I'm not stopping. I still have momentum. But yeah, I just hold the button until I've got 90%, leave the button until I'm close to 100%, pedal again. You can do it every 5% if you want to, like leave the button when you're at 5%, we pedal until we're at 5%, leave the pedal. You can do it like that, but I just feel the 10% system works for me. Holding W until you're at 90%, leave the button, the stamina regains really fast. Hold the button in again until you're at 10%. I've tried 20%. 20%, I feel you lose too much speed when you go to 20%. But yes, the way I drive the bicycle is basically just, you know, On an uphill, basically on an uphill, I'm just going to hold in the W key. But any other terrain, I hold in the W until I'm at 90%, and I leave the button until I'm, at 100%. And that's how I never lose momentum, saves me a lot of time, instead of just standing still all the time. Okay. First item we need for our strength training is a wheelbarrow, and you can build a wheelbarrow immediately with the new system in Scum. You don't have to have basic engineering, but you are going to need less resources the higher your engineering is. So we're going to place it. We basically need 5 long sticks, 8 planks, a wheel, 2 bolts or 2 nails, and a cutting tool. Okay, so now we have to go to the crafting menu, the normal crafting menu, and see what we need for a wheel. For a wheel, we need 4 tree branches, 3 scrap, 2 planks, 2 bolts, cutting tool, and the improvised workbench. Now you guys know why I crafted the improvised workbench. So let me craft the wheel, and let me get the resource for the wheelbarrow, and let's get ready to build that strength. Okay, let's see if the wheel, guys, the wheel that I made, that I put in the wheelbarrow, it doesn't take 5 branches. It just takes 5 long sticks, okay? So we're just going to add everything to this blueprint quickly. And there the wheelbarrow pops up, okay? So we've got our tool that we need to exercise with. Now what we need is a branch and a log, okay? We're going to take a branch, put the scrap metal anywhere. And you guys want to make sure you're as heavy as possible, okay? If you want to save on energy and the calories that you burn, massively, then you can just remove some weight off you, little by little, until you gain the best, until you're at the limit, until you just under the calories that you want to burn, and I'll show you now what I mean. Okay, so we're just gonna pick up the wheelbarrow, and we're gonna fill it up with logs quickly. I've got logs in here, but I don't know if it's the right amount of logs. So we're gonna go here, and we're just gonna fill this wheelbarrow up. Okay. Wheelbarrow is not full yet, so let's just fill it up quickly. Okay, I don't want to sit in the wheelbarrow. I want to drive the wheelbarrow. Okay, I'm just going to nudge it forward. Hopefully we can drive it now. Here we go. Just a little bit finicky. Now we're taking the wheelbarrow to the other logs. We're going to fill it up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you look at the wheelbarrow, it's completely full. It takes the perfect amount of logs. Okay. So now we're going to walk with it. Now, if we walk with it, we're just going to walk with it. If we walk with it, you can see we're getting 30. There we're getting 38. Okay, so we need to adapt the weight, but I'm just showing you guys here. We're getting the max amount of strength gained there now and then we're getting about, then the constitution is fluctuating. But if we remove the logs from the wheelbarrow, okay, if we remove all the logs from the wheelbarrow, then we're getting much less. Okay, we're not getting the max. We're getting way less constitution. Okay, so except for the weight on you, the weight that the wheelbarrow is carrying is also very, very, very important. Okay, so we're gonna fill the wheelbarrow again. And at the moment, it doesn't matter if you run out of stamina, but we want to do this inside our base. Okay, we don't want to do this outside our base. And as you guys can see, our we've used up a lot of energy and water. Okay, water is definitely going to be a thing for us at the moment. So what I'm quickly going to go do is just drink myself full with water because I'm going to run out of water before I run out of energy. So as long as you've got clean water in your system, I drank 1 liter at a river, okay, which is more, which is too much. But because I know I'm going to be burning a lot of water through my system, the 960 milliliter an hour intake is more than enough. But I need a big intake of energy while I am doing this because I am going to be burning a lot of energy. So I just filled up my backpack with stones to get more weight on me. I've always got the chainsaw as an option, guys. Like a heavy thing that you can put on your primary slot also is going to help a ton. Okay, so I can always put the chainsaw, which is 9 kilograms, on me. And I can put the gun, which is 3 kilograms on me. But we're just going to see how this works for now. But now we need to get to our diet, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the corn here because I want to make some really good food. I think everything should work while it's in my vicinity. Then the beer is very important. I'm going to put the beer here, okay? And I need that water as well. So, yeah, what we're going to do first is just, I already fueled the fire. So we're just going to light the fire quickly. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some coffee. Okay, coffee gives you a lot of energy. So I'm going to take the coffee. I'll put water in the tequila bottle, so that works for water. And then I'm just going to cook the coffee quickly, and that shouldn't take too long. And then after the coffee, we're going to make the grilled vegetables to fill up our stomach. And then we're going to eat some corn, kiwis, and African biltong so that we can get our energy gain as high as possible, and then we're going to top it up with a beer, which is going to give us that extra boost. We're going to drink a whole bottle of beer, and the experiment that we're going to do now is how long do you have to maximize your strength on a wheelbarrow to gain 0.1 strength. So look at the score now. It's 26, 0.26. I'm not going to worry about the other numbers, okay? It's 0.26. How long do I have to sit on a wheelbarrow to get to 3.36, okay? Maybe we only make it to I'm going to aim for like 0.05 gain, or I'm going to aim for 0.1 gain, okay? So we're either going to end on 3.31 or we're going to end on 3.36. But I am going to time it. I'm going to record it off. I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to record it and time it. And then we're going to see how long it takes. Just a small note here, guys. If you don't want to have the cooking book by you all the time, choose the recipes or the food that you want to cook the most. And as soon as you add all the ingredients, like I only need 1 vegetable to cook this recipe. But if you complete all the blocks, all the optional options, then it gets added to your BCU unit. It gets added to your character. So as soon as you cook something perfectly, then you never have to have a cooking book or anything ever again to cook it. Okay? Yes, I could have done this in a pan, but I mean, it takes the same amount of time. So just know that if you don't want to use the cooking books, whatever you want to cook regularly, make sure you cook it perfectly with all the ingredients, all the optional ingredients, and it will be saved to your character. Okay? So let's get these veggies off here. The veggies are really, really quick. That's what we realized last time. You can put a timer on food that takes very long, but the food that we're cooking now doesn't take long at all. Okay? So there we go. Perfectly cooked. That's saved to my BC unit, or I'm going to remember it. Now what I want to do is I want to eat all, but I want a bunch of things in my stomach. Okay? So I know every 20% is a use because there's 5 uses. Okay? There's 5 uses of the veggie stew. So I'm going to stop it just before 40% so it doesn't use the 3rd use. So about there. Okay, so now we've got 3 uses left, which is perfect. Okay, and now we can drink the coffee. I'm just going to drink one of the coffees. You can see with the coffee now in my system, I'm going to go from a 500 intake to probably 1,000. And it's going to give me energy. There we are, 1,000 intake. I'm going to drink again because it didn't take up a lot of my stomach. And I'm really boosting my energy here now. And of course, I'm getting more stamina, but the stamina doesn't matter. We're going to drain the stamina in any case. So now we're going to go here. Okay, we've still got things in here. So I'm just going to put these reserves here so that it doesn't disappear. Okay, and now we're going to go here. And we're going to eat a kiwi. We're going to eat 2 kiwis. And I think I put this here. Yes. Then we're going to eat some corn. And I don't want to go over 100%. Okay, so we're going to eat all. But I don't want to go over 100%. I don't want to go over 90%. Okay, so that's fine. We've got 6 uses left. Now you can see our calorie intake is very high. Very high. So I'm just going to let it cool down in my system. And then I'm going to drink beer. Okay, beer is the final step. And then I'm going to show you guys how we do this. So we just want to put this in our hand. The chair might be a problem, but I think we've got enough space. First thing is walk. You always want to walk. Okay, you always want to walk. Now, I am burning a lot of calories because I've got a ton of weight on me. I don't care about peeing, okay? I just want my water to be very high. Now, I'm going to drink 1 beer, see how much it takes. 1 beer takes about 3%, so I'm just going to drink all, okay? Because that's going to let me go over 90%, which I don't really want, but it's fine. Just going to drink all the beer and look at my intake now. Now, my intake is insane. So now we're going to press D, okay? And we're going to walk in a circle. So I want to get the wheel at a spot. Then I want to make sure I'm walking. And then I want to walk in a circle like this. And just make sure I've got enough space. I'm going to go a little bit more that way. Okay, so there I'm clear. There I'm clear. Then I'm going to press T to open the chat. Okay? And there it goes. Now my hands are not on the keyboard. I can press escape to stop, okay? And then I can press tab to open it. And then we're going to walk. And as I'm walking in a circle, you can see that strength gain is max, 38,400. And the constitution is about at 0.8. Okay, so the strength is being maxed. And now we can open the chat. And that's it. So I'm going to time now how long, okay, you can still see our energy gain is very high. We're still gaining energy while we're killing our character. The things that I want to keep an eye on is my heat. Okay, I am in the snow and I'm wearing a lot of clothing. But as soon as my heat deviates with more than a degree, like if I go to 37.6 or I go to 35.6, I want to add clothing to myself, or I want to remove clothing from myself so that I don't get affected by heat stroke or coldness. As you can see, the beer is giving us the drunk effect, but because we're putting our body under so much pressure, that's why you need a high intake rate, because you're burning about 700 calories per hour, but the water isn't important, okay? We're using about 200. We're using about 300 milliliters an hour. With the nutrients, we're using about 400 milliliters per hour, but we don't care about that either because the food that we bought at the trader covers all the vitamins and all the minerals. Okay? So I'm going to start the recording now and see how much we need, how much time it takes to, gain 0.5 or 0.05 or 0.1. How long does that take? If you guys like this video, do me a favor and click the like button. And if you guys are thinking to yourself, is this crazy person really gonna try and get to 8555 in this guide? Yes. How can I tell you I'm gonna show you everything there is to show you about Scum, but I'm not gonna level up the character completely. I'm gonna raid. I will show you everything in this guide that, you know, everything there is to do in Scum. And if you think I'm not gonna do something, leave it in the comments and I'll add it to my notes and do that as well. But please click the like button, guys, if you're learning something. And remember to click that subscribe button so that more people can find out what a wonderful game this is. Okay? So that the word can spread and people can see how much fun it is. And I can help them, because knowledge is your biggest factor to not being able to enjoy this game and see everything that's possible. So please help the other people. If you want servers to be full, let's get the word out there and share this game with as many people as possible. I'll be back when I've got data on how long it takes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have walked in a circle for exactly 30 minutes. I timed it for exactly 30 minutes. We started with 30% energy. We're at 53% energy. So if you guys don't want to include the black coffee into your food diet, then that's fine, okay? But looking at the results, I think we were on 3.26 or we were on 3.24. Give me a second quickly. I just want to make 100% sure of that, okay? Because the data is quite important depending on what you want to achieve with your exercise schedule. The data is quite important. So let me just go to the recording and quickly see exactly what we were on. Okay, so we were at 3.267 to be exact. 3.267. So it's about, if I have to go, we gained 0.33. Okay, we gained 0.33 strength, and as you can see, the strength passed the constitution. Now the constitution was higher than the strength, but now the strength is higher than the constitution because the wheelbarrow focuses more on strength, which you do want, because you have to get to 8 strength, which is going to be incredibly hard, but you only need to get to 5 constitution and 5 intelligence. Of course, 5 intelligence, but we're going to cover that later, okay? But for now, just keep your energy below 50%, and moving around on the map is going to get you to 5 dexterity very easily. You know, and then riding your bicycle, walking, running, wheelbarrow training is going to get your constitution up. But so at 3 points, basically I'd say 3.33 or 0.33. Yeah, 0.03. Yeah, 0.033. So if we want to, no, did we gain? Yeah, we actually just gained 0.033. So basically, guys, we want to get to 4. You know, we want to get to 4 strength. So we only, to get to 4 strength, the 0.30 needs to become 0.100. So our target to get to 4 is 0. You know, we gain 3.3 points, but we need 100 points. Okay. So, but I mean, to see how many days we have to do this, I would say 3.3 is not enough. I would rather go to 3.4. Okay. Yeah, I would rather climb an entire 0.1 point. So that will take about an hour and a half. Okay. Hour and a half might be a stretch for some of you. You can do the half an hour every day. But if you do just a half an hour every day, it's going to take you a lot of days, because 4, let's say you start with 3 strength. You haven't leveled up strength at all. If you start with 3 strength, and you haven't leveled up strength at all, and I can see I'm getting cold here because I'm not exercising. So I'm just putting my helmet back on and my glove back on to get my heat back up. So yeah, gaining 3.3 goes into 100 30 times. So if you do this for a month, if you just exercise for 30 minutes, you're going to have to do this for 30 days. Okay? Because we only gained 0.033. So to get to 4 strength, okay, we have to gain 100 points, where we actually just gain 3.3 points, or 0.3.3, but 0.33 points times, 30 is going to give us roughly, is going to bring us roughly 90 points. So I'm just thinking about the 3 points. 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 30 is 90. And then that 0.3 that we get extra, that will get us to 100. So if you start with 3 strength, it's going to take you 30 days like this, a whole month to get to 4 strength, then another month to get to 5 strength. Now, I don't want the series to last 2 years, because as soon as you get to 5 strength, your skill change becomes less. 6 strength, way less. 7 strength, way less. And then to get to 8 is going to take extremely long. But if we can at least get to 5 or 6, if we can get our strength to a place where we can instantly open lockers, then I can at least show you guys the massive effect when you're putting this effort into your character. Okay? So I might do an hour a day, which boils it down to 15 days to gain a point. That still takes long. Yeah. I think I probably have to do this for at least an hour and a half a day. Hour and a half a day gives me, then every 10 days I've gained a point. If I do it for 2 hours every day, then every 5 days gains me a point. Not sure what I'm going to do, but if you guys have got any feedback in the comments, let me know. Don't tell me about the pumpkin exploit. I'll delete the comment immediately. This is the best way and the most immersive way at the moment. Like if they give us gymming equipment, like if they give us like a boxing bag to level up dexterity, and they give us a bench press to level up strength, and they give us treadmill to level up constitution, that would be epic. But for now, this is the most realistic way. So again, guys, if you've got any feedback, leave it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button, and yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.